maybe this was a stupid impulse buy. Hi everybody, this is Sir Pierre, back another day with another unboxing. This is my channel where I talk about what I buy, and most of the videos I talk about why I buy the things that I buy. And here we have another sound bar, and yes, it may seem weird that I buy a bunch of sound bars, but that's because I give them away to my family. And this must be about 2 to my brother, 3 to my parents, 2 or 3 from me, probably 1 for my sister as well, but that's where I am now. So yeah, I have experience of sound bars. And the other day I was at my mom's house, and I noticed that the soundbar wasn't on, and nobody had noticed that before. And it seems like the soundbar that they have now, it is a good one. I have a video of it. It doesn't turn on and off with the TV remote. You need to manually turn it on and off with the soundbar remote. And it shouldn't be like that. It is connected with HDMI, and I just couldn't get it to work out. And I understand that since it doesn't work like a plugged in TV speaker with the TV remote, it never gets used. So I decided to buy a new one. I was sort of frustrated because I couldn't get it to work with the TV remote. When it is on, the volume goes up and down. So it's just the turning on and off that doesn't work. But I got sort of frustrated, so I checked out the closest store we have here, called Power. No connection at all. And I checked the latest greatest soundbar that they had. And they had 2 of them from Harman Kardon, called Enchant, 900 and 1100. And the silly reason why I bought this one was because it was expensive. And that got me curious, because the 900 one cost 600 euro, $600, more or less same. And this one called 1100, that looks more or less the same, was almost twice the price. So 1,100 euro or $1,100, at least here in Sweden. And a couple of years ago, maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago, Harman Kardon had a soundbar that everybody loved. I think it was called something 1300. So I just assumed, because this is called 1100 because there are 11 elements, and the 900 because there are 9 elements. So I just assumed that the 1300 that had rear speakers, that this one was missing the rear speakers, and I'm fine with that. And I ordered it home just because I thought it was going to be big, with a big subwoofer. And it got home and it's not big at all. And there is no subwoofer. And then I realized that you can buy extra. But first of all, I was sort of positively surprised that, oh, it's so expensive and it doesn't even have a subwoofer. Then it must be really good. Then I realized that you can buy extra subwoofer for 450 euro, maybe 550 euro, around those 500 euro. And you can also buy rear speakers, but they were sort of big, something like that, big ones. And there is no room for that at my mom's house. And they were more expensive, again, around those 500 euro. So this one, equipped with the things that I thought it had, would cost 2,600 euro. That is nuts. And Harman Kardon is good. I like GBL because they are bang for the buck. And Harman Kardon is the same but a little bit more designed. So yeah, what I was going to say is that I'm fully aware that we pay for the design when it comes to Harman Kardon. Sound, I think it's more or less like GBL, more or less. And since I have the once upon a time the best JBL soundbar called 1000, I think, because 1000 watts, I think, or maybe 1300. I don't remember. So before leaving it, nice. The unboxing was actually nice. The the bag that it comes in was very soft, very nice. So yeah, Harman Kardon is like the luxury line of JBL. So I'm going to compare it with my JBL before leaving it to my mom. And so here we have the, all right, HDMI cable, remote. So we have everything here. Let's set it up, and equalizer and room calibration, yada yada yada. Then I'm going to compare it with my own soundbar that I'm really happy with, the JBL one, even though that was even more expensive. I think I paid like 1,800 euro for that one, but that was with rear speakers and a subwoofer. Here's a couple of things. Positive was that the power cable was very soft, nice. I like that feeling. But the HDMI cable is really short, really short. So this is me just using the iPhone microphone, not this lav mic, and a video that I haven't seen myself before. So this is the JBL speaker first. So yeah, as you heard, a lot of bass, and this soundbar you're supposed to use these in the rear, but I never do that. I only use it like this, and I'm usually on a very low volume. And so to compare them, I decided to have them like that on the soundbar to be more fair, just to compare. But I hate doing this comparison because with the iPhone microphone, you won't hear how it sounds, if it's good or bad, but let's do it anyway. I had to completely disconnect JBL soundbar because the Harman Kardon remote worked with that one just as it shouldn't do. So when I did the calibration and everything, installation, it wanted to do that with the JBL soundbar. So now I have to redo the calibration with that one afterwards. So I disconnected it with the power cable and the HDMI cable. So now it's only the Harman Kardon Enchant 1100. Alright, so as I assume it's lacking bass, and I would say that it lacked some mid-range as well, but then it came. And since I'm old, I usually say that you need to warm in your speakers, but a modern soundbar shouldn't need that at all. So this is how it's going to sound like, I think. So lacking bass, yes, but the Dolby Atmos, the fake Dolby Atmos, the surround sound, that was actually really good. And the need I have for it, for my mom, that only needs louder TV noise, TV sound, I think it will be good. But then I think I might as well have bought the half the price Harman Kardon Enchant 900 for 500 or 600 euro. So yeah, for the money, it's not worth it. The surround sound was nice, like bass, of course it does, like bass. Yeah, that's about it actually. You heard what you could hear through an iPhone. So for my taste, it's still a JBL, absolutely. I think this will be good enough for my mom, but then I'm curious, shouldn't the half the price Harman Kardon Enchant 900 be good enough? I don't know. I wouldn't say it's worth the money. It sounds like good TV speakers, and that's the way it should sound. But when you're paying that amount of money, you should be impressed, and I'm not at all. That's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Ask me. What kind of soundbar do you have? The weird thing is that most people I go home to don't have any extra speakers at all to their TV. No surround system, no soundbar, no nothing. How do you have it? Alright, so when I did a demo, I had the bass on 2+. You can change from -2 to 2+. So that was the maximum bass. But then I tried it with music via Bluetooth. And yes, I got more bass via that. So it did sound better and I have equalizer on Spotify, so there's more bass there as well via the equalizer. But it actually sounded good there. So I like it a bit more. So listening to music via Bluetooth with more bass via the equalizer, it sounds good. And for TV, it sounds like good TV speakers. It's just that I just feel that 1100 euro is a lot of money. And I sort of got curious and checked, as I said, JBL. I think JBL is bang for the buck, usually cheap and sounds good. The cheapest JBL soundbar on sale was 500 euro. So I started to look around, and you don't get much soundbar today for less than 700 euro. And let's say I pay extra 150 euro for the design. I don't know. I just wish that for this amount of money there was a subwoofer as well. You can buy a subwoofer with it, but that's extra 4,500 euro or 450 euro. So it's just a bit expensive. I don't dislike the sound. It's just not bang for the buck. That's it.